Good morning, viewers. Let us know what Bacon, the famous essayist or the famous writer, says. Reading maketh a full man, conference maketh a ready man, and writing maketh an exact man. What is the implied meaning in it? Bacon is a great essayist. He gives us a lot of meaning with his minimum number of words. That means his message is so clear that he can give a lot of meaning with one or two or three sentences. That's the greatness of his writing. Well, let us discuss first what reading is. What reading or what makes a person who reads much from others who don't read. When you read something, you gain a lot of knowledge, you gain a lot of wisdom, so that you becomes a full man. Your knowledge becomes comprehensive, your wisdom, you grow more wise, and you are in a position to talk about the world or the society much better than others who don't read well. So, all of us should have the habit of reading good books. That is the first one. The second one is conference maketh a ready man. Conference means you have to participate in a debate, in an elocution, in a conversation or a dialogue, so that your readiness can be displayed or can be understood to others. Unless you have some knowledge and at your disposal, you can't be a ready man. That's why you are giving more importance to our speech than to other skills like reading and writing. Even if you read a lot, even if you write a lot, unless you speak correctly or appropriately, you are not considered a knowledgeable person. So, when you have to speak with some authenticity, which comes only by reading. So, that is the second one. The third one is writing. Here, writing does not mean that you have to write books, novels, dramas, and other literary devices. But it means that when you read something, you have to make notes so that your speech or your writing later becomes more authentic. All of us have a tendency to read exhaustively, but none of us make notes. No, we shouldn't do that. Whenever you read something, you have to make notes so that you will remember them well and you can use them well in your writing or even in your speech correctly. If you don't write the quotations or the important things while you read something, you will definitely falter, and also you make mistakes, and you may misquote. That's very dangerous, and it's a literary sacrilege. So you shouldn't do that. So Bacon directly or indirectly said that all of us have these three things. We have to read, we have to speak, and we have to write. Now let us discuss something which is related to this. In an interview, one interviewer asked the interviewee, what are open-ended and closed sets in English? Actually, this interviewee did not answer the question, though he knows the answer. If you think carefully, what are closed sets in English or what are open-ended sets in English? What are closed sets in English? Suppose, how many prepositions are there in English? Of course, there may be 20, 30. They are closed because you cannot invent a new one. How many articles are there? There are only 3 articles, a, am and the. How many helping verbs are there? They are always 24. What are the conjunctions? They are always and, but, all those things. You can't add even one conjunction. What are the interjections? Maybe ho, alas. They are also not expanding. What are the verbs? There are main verbs and also auxiliary verbs. We discussed the helping verbs. They are not expanding. So now come pronouns. Can you invent a new pronoun? No, you can't. So pronouns, articles, prepositions, conjunctions and interjections are not expanding. Now, what are expanding in English language and literature? English language and literature, yes. They are main verbs, pronouns, adverbs, adjectives. Only these are expanding. In other words, those who are being expanded are called what? Content words. Those who are closed or not expanding are called structural words. So if you want to expand your vocabulary, you have to concentrate on content words. You need not worry about the structural words. They are always the same. They are used to make structures. But if you want to be more effective in your speech, writing, and if you want to understand what is read, you have to improve your vocabulary. Vocabulary must be your possession. You have to increase it as much as possible so that you can speak better, read better, and write better. For example, even in now let us discuss the main verbs. Of course, there are main verbs, and even the main verbs are regular verbs and so are irregular verbs. The irregular verbs are also not expanding, but regular verbs may be expanded. So we have to concentrate on regular verbs. If you concentrate on how the vocabulary being expanded, you will surely improve your vocabulary and you will be able to speak better, read better, and write better. So the expansion of vocabulary is a must for improving all our skills. Listening, speaking, reading, writing. I hope you will continue to expand your vocabulary by concentrating on content words. You will definitely become a good listener, speaker, reader, and writer. Thank you very much for watching our channel. Let's meet tomorrow.